Hi guys, happy Wednesday. So I have to tell you, I absolutely love this book. I could not stop reading, and I have to tell you, I've read all of it already because it was just so good. Like, it just made me go back and think about when I was that age and how I would play outside all the time. And we wouldn't play kickball, we would play baseball in the middle of the street, making our own bases and all the neighborhood kids playing and being on teams and being competitive. So I just could not put the book down. But for today, you were asked to read pages 7 through 9. So let's go to 7. Now, on page 7, we started chapter 2. Um, we learned that Isabel does not take no for an answer, and she is very, very curious about Andrew Bradford. Okay, now let's think about how do we know she's curious? How do we know she needs to get to the bottom of this? You're right. Okay, we learned that Isabel has binoculars and she's spying on Andrew through her brother's window. Okay, now does Nico think that does Nico take her seriously? No, he does not take her seriously. And the reason why we know that is because he rolls his eyes and thinks, well, maybe the parents work at night. Okay, so he's thinking his sister's being a tad bit ridiculous. Now, I loved this part of the book. I think this was my favorite part. Just seeing him in the tree. It's dark. I just loved it. Um, so we learn here that Isabel realizes that the little boy doesn't come out, but only at night. We know that a month has gone by. And Isabel still she still believes that Andrew is a vampire. Okay. But Nico tells her, your imagination runs wild for the both of us. He tells her just let it go. But she cannot let it go. Okay, then we started chapter 3. Now, let's see. We learned that Isabel's mind is continuously running and just she's just watching him, and she realizes that Andrew is constantly going outside during the night and doing his escapades, like climbing the tree, playing in his backyard. He's minding his own business. So Isabel at the end of this page is set in stone, believes that Andrew is a vampire, and she's gonna prove it at this point. Okay, so I absolutely love this book. I could not put it down, and I can't wait for you guys to finish it. It was just so exciting. Now, let's look at our guided reading. So, let me see, let me get it to go up. You know what, let me preview. Okay, so you're going to go into your Google Forms, put your first and last name. You'll do the drop down box. You'll pick your teacher's name, and they're in alphabetical order. Now I want to go over the plot mountain, guys. So yesterday we talked about exposition. We talked about the beginning where the characters and the setting are introduced. Today we are talking about the rising action. This is what we're going to focus on today. The part of the story that develops through a series of events that build interest and or suspense. So this is what we're working on today. This part, what's in green. So Isabel she's spying on Andrew and his family, and she's convinced that they are monsters, they are vampires. And her proof is the coincidences of how the family's behaving and how vampires behaved in a monster movie that she had recently seen. Okay? So this is what we're focused on today. Now, I also included the pages that you were asked to read last night so that you can go back and look at the text because I am going to give you a question and you're going to need these 3 pages to be able to answer it. Okay, guys? And then for tomorrow, and I will also include it on here, so it's going to be a long Google form, but don't worry because I'm including the pages that you need to read so that it could help you. But you are more than welcome to log into um, Kids. So for tomorrow, you need to read pages 10 through 15. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's only, I believe, 5 pages. And if you are as interested in this book as I am, I know you're going to want to finish reading it and see, what is really going on with Andrew and why is he only playing outside at nighttime. I think right now one of my favorite characters is Nico because he's like, just let it go. He's like, it's not a big deal, and of course his sister's not letting it go, is she? She's determined. She's with the binoculars. In my brain, I can imagine her standing on the bed, looking through the window, looking, and I love it, guys. I feel like I can relate. So that was today's guided reading lesson. Don't forget to read pages 10 through 15 for Thursday. And bye, guys.